As an entrepreneur, is there anything in particular that keeps you up at night? Is there something that worries you that as
Yes,
you look ahead?
yes. How to be the greatest service to my team? That's not being trite or false modesty. We have the most amazing team. So how do we make sure that have a clear road ahead to do everything they need? And on the wider side, I've spoken about this for at least a decade, that we may or we may not have a window of opportunity as a civilization from an energetic creation capacity. Our ability to reach forward, to leap, to aspire to greater things, to look up, to push the frontier are all privileges based on the hard work of the majority of the population keeping systems running, sometimes under duress, sometimes under stress with limited resources, living tough lives, building for their families, but creating a fabric that allows a few of us to jump and see if we can grab a foothold on the stars or a handhold. The window of opportunity is that there may be environmental, energy, geopolitical, water or food-based resource challenges, and then subsequent cascading intersections of those that not necessarily causing any existential disaster that causes a species risk, but enough of an economic risk this decade,
Right.
this decade, that policy, investment and resource capital, motivation and incentive and mandate to keep pushing forward and upwards start to meet greater and greater headwinds.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe our entire environmental policy as a global civilization under the United Nations is misguided. There is the intent and the sincerity of the intent is absolute. I think some of the opportunistic exploitation of that seed intent is obvious and it's very visible. And the challenge is that the window of opportunity that we have to address not only a potential climate issue, but mitigating against other risks that could cause equally severe impact.
Yeah.
We're not addressing any of that on the scale we need. And the biggest one is energy. Right now, we talk that the energetic solution is to get off hydrocarbons and use renewables. The amount of mining and manufacturing we would have to do into the hundreds of trillions of dollars of infrastructure to do this, based on the only available energy source right now, which is hydrocarbon, on top of our normal economic civilization's energy needs, would probably push us off the climate cliff, even if we tried it.
Yeah.
A time scale that is only possible if you create totalitarian mandates and eliminate liberty and freedom. So we are in a real dichotomy. The only real solution, in my view, in scaling, and I hope I'm wrong. I'm wrong about most things in life, so I hope I'm wrong about this as well. In my view, the only real solution at a civilization scale is for us to push for Kardashev 1 type civilization to be as systematic and effective as we can in our energy usage and our production. And the only way to do that is to produce the energy our civilization needs outside of Earth's delicate environment.
Right.
Move off the energy production industrial architecture out into space, build it using lunar and asteroidal resources, build 100 terawatt space-based solar power architecture to power the Earth and inner solar system, and start that now, get to gigawatts by the 30s, and get to terawatts by the 40s and 50s, and scale from there. We won't solve the climate crisis this generation. I don't think that's a battle we can win.
Yeah.
But we can build the foundations and create the infrastructure to allow Earth to flourish in the 22nd century as a greener, balanced environment with a capable in-space economy, colonies and settlements, people expanding and opportunity growing. And meanwhile, we would have saved the planet from multiple microclimate issues and created an existential risk mitigation against human demise.
Yeah, I think Elon calls it the great filter.